entrance. So I want this half of the audience to say, Mark, ready, 3, 2, 1.
Mark!
And this half of the audience is going to say, Sheppard, 3, 2, 1. All right, you know how this goes.
Mark!
But of course you do. Thank you guys. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate you a lot. Phoenix in the summer. Hotter than hell. I have just, this is now the 7th weekend in a row that I've been at a convention. I've been in Washington, Bucharest, Birmingham, Rome, Melbourne, Sydney, home, and now I'm here. And it's an amazing thing. The spellings of your names are a little different around the world. But other than that, it's exactly the same. It's the most wonderful, wonderful thing to do is to get to see you all. While you were brought up to be polite, I like that, but shouting out is the opposite. Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I can sit here and talk to myself all day because it's like, I just love the sound of my voice. Especially when it's broadcasted. This many people in the room.
Yeah.
But the way I love to torture you and give you a really hard time. Oh wow, you're signing my stuff. You signing my stuff? That's bollocks. Yeah, big ones, yes. Thank you so much for doing this. How to get yourself in trouble with every member of the community, as you say. Are you one of the Lions? I love that you look like the Jamaican bobsled team right now. Twice as many as there should be. Where's the other Lions? I think I'll see if they're any better. I don't like the look of that one, it looks a bit weird. I love you too. So where are they? No, they're gone. Are they all the way over in the back or something? No, that's it, who cares? So you might as well all go home now. Well, the way I like to do this, I like to torture you as much as I can by getting you to ask me questions, and then I will do everything I can to not answer. Exactly! You've been anywhere near in my panels, you know that's the fact. So, get up, tell me the question. You don't have to touch it, they'll do all that stuff.
Sorry.
It's okay, speak up.
So
enunciate. No pressure. The lights are on. You can look up the entire. Turn around. Turn around. Look, don't get nervous. Just turn around. Welcome to my world.
Hi. You're fantastic. Thank you for being here.
Of course I am.
So, I know that music is huge and supernatural, and if Crowley had a theme song, what would it be?
Really?
Yeah!
I mean, who is not going to say Mr. Crowley
I
here?
figured that one, but seriously, like besides Mr. Crowley, like, besides the obvious.
Well, do you remember the tune that was used when I first appeared in season 5? Which I thought was hysterical.
Oh my god. No.
Wasn't it Aaron Neville singing Everybody Plays the Fool? I was like, really? Because when we shot it, Phil originally said to me, you're going to be listening to Norwegian death metal. It came on and I'm listening to Aaron Neville going, that is the weirdest thing ever, because if you look at my face, I'm listening to Norwegian death metal. So pretty much the answer to your question, which is not really an answer at all, is the fact that whatever it is that the music's on there, in my head, I'll always be listening to Norwegian death metal. Are there any other lines? Just this line? Is there another line? Oh, there's a line there, please. Okay, I'll alternate. Go for it.
I have 2 questions for you.
That's not good enough. Did you write them down? Do they have bullet points? Is it one question with a follow-up, or is it 2 distinct and different questions? So you're hogging the line. All these people who used to now absolutely detest you because you're taking extra time, and you haven't even asked the question yet. What's wrong with you? Sorry, what was your question? I can't be that mean.
Is Moose and
Hold
Squirrel...
on. Sorry, what was that?
Is Moose and Squirrel your favorite nickname for Sam and Dean?
Is Moose and Squirrel? Don't you always get confused? Is Moose and Squirrel? Are Moose and Squirrel? I mean, my brain goes, is that you? You never know which one you lose, right? It's just one of those things that happens. Sorry, what was the question? Moose and Squirrel.
Your favorite nickname for Sam?
What do you think? When have we tried all the stuff before? Giraffe, Gigantor, Mop-headed Lumberjack. Oh God, they're so stupid. The best moment in the whole thing is the fact that I'm talking to Dean, and I'm in my burnt out place because they've eaten my tailor and everything's gone wrong. Look what I reduced to.
Aww.
And as I walk back into the room, I say, "Where's your moose?" And it's the most flat statement of all of them. "Where's your moose?" And he goes, "Oh, he so perfect. It was so absolutely perfect for what it is, and it's stuck. And now there's Musketeers. I mean, all of that. It's all really funny. It's all really good. I mean, some of you, I don't know. How many people here do not watch Supernatural? Kill them. You've got that number. Take them to the door. You will. Don't worry. I'm that guy you play catch-up on. Whatever show I'm on, after a while you mention it. Oh, there's a reason you're on that, because you liked it. It's good. Sorry, what was the question again? No, the best part about Moose and Squirrel, the best part about Moose, the end of season Dick, what's that, 7? Season Dick is 7, right? Dick. Sorry, did you ever see the outtake reel they had of that, which is just every time the word Dick was said? The name Dick Roman. Dick. My favorite mine was the first one. Dick. Call me Dick. Dick. It's brilliant. It's genius. I love it. Question? Oh yeah, Moose. God, she takes up all the time. So selfish. You're not hating you for this. Look at this. There's a trail behind you. Yeah, I mean that was fun because the end of that was I added that thing of it originally was written as "Sorry Sam," you know, because I'd taken Kevin and I jumped and I disappeared, and then that set up that whole beginning of season 8 thing. But that was the nicest time I ever used Moose. Well, I said I've got to say Moose. I can't say Sam. It just doesn't fit because then Moose becomes personal, and that's when at the end of season 7 Moose became "Sorry Moose." You know, it was an affectionate term. And then, when it really got funny, was not Moose. And that's when I was funny. You have a follow-up question? 2 points.
Did you know your character would become the King of Hell?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, that was kind of the plan. That was the idea. Yeah, what did you think? Cool. You want to sit down now? Thank you. getting a lot of walking in. This is good. Happy birthday, thank you. You just reminded me I'm old. I am 50 years old. I never planned on that. I didn't expect that to happen. I did everything I could possibly do to make that not happen. Trust me, you don't die, that's sort of what you end up with. I can't hear you.
You're so pretty!
Oh, thank you. Your Majesty is the right. Thank you. Tea, Your Majesty. Tea, thank you, Amber. I love the hat. Matches the skirt. There's a lot of TARDIS blue around here. Oh, you guys watch Doctor Who? I've never seen it. Is it any good?
Anyways, loved you in BSG as a lawyer, and when I was 13...
Sorry, were we introduced?
BSG, Scott.
Hey, nice to meet you, Scott. How you doing?
Good.
Where are you from?
Phoenix.
Very cool. Next question. Sorry, go on.
Anyways, they killed your character off in Warehouse 13.
This isn't a question, you know that, right?
Well, no, get to the question. So when they brought you back, what are your thoughts on them bringing you back as like totally evil, as wanting to destroy everything that you see?
I should have had a goatee in order to follow the rules. I should have had a full goatee. I mean, we established this, middleman, same thing. The goatee, it works. You have to follow the rules. We have rules, don't we?
Yes!
Just can't break the rules. The Warehouse 13 experience was fascinating. I think it was a bit of a surprise that it closed so quickly. And it was nice to be asked to come and help finish it up. I appreciate it. Did I answer your question? No? Good. Come and break that. It's okay. We're good. We done? I'm cool. See? What are you looking at? Hi.
Hello. I also love tea. It's the best.
You do?
My question is related to your...
Just about tea. That's the way tea should be. When you have a cup of tea, that's a cup of tea.
I like to drink over it.
You like Earl Grey?
Yeah.
That was a kiss!
Bit poisonous. Just like you're eating berries. So you having fun?
Yes.
Are you getting nervous as I'm saying this? It's just us. Just us. Having fun? Celebration.
My question is about the scene where you quoted girls. Of all the amazing Crowley scenes there are, that's probably my favorite. And I was wondering if you'd actually seen girls. Would you agree that Crowley would most relate to Hannah? And if you've seen it, what character would you most relate to? Or if you haven't, you can just tell a funny story.
Come here. I knew that was your girlfriend by the way she charged across and jumped straight up. I'm going to embarrass you with this for the rest of your life. She's cute. You do? Cool. Well, here's the thing. The thing about girls is that those are, I think, and don't quote me on this, don't tell anybody I said this because we're going to get into serious trouble. Hey there. I think these are the drunken 3 o'clock ramblings of Jeremy Carver. I think he was watching girls and getting, having a couple of whiskeys and he just went, how can I torture Mark Sheppard? How can I make it? He's going to have a lot of things to say. And these are the things he's going to say. The whole point being is that I've obviously been locked in watching HBO for a very long time. And I just want to be loved. I mean, it's a sad thing.
Aww.
If you're going to do it with conviction. Yes, I know. sorry, I was doing a hand solo there for a second. It's an amazing thing. I mean, they are some of the smartest people you'll ever meet. The writers on the show are just so evilly witty. And they do their best not to tell me what they're going to do. They do their best to just sort of throw stuff at me and have me giggle when I read it. And it's brilliant. It's so much fun to do. I love that speech. I mean, how much more human can you get than David Bowie and Girls?
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. But yes, I would say Hannah would be a relatable character. You're my Marnie Moose. I love that.
Aww.
Good question. Pleasure. You like the tip? There you go. It's cool. Now that's dressing up. Love it. Congratulations.
Okay, so my question is, watching all the behind the scenes of Supernatural, Jared and Jensen are notorious for the pranks. Have you been a victim of them or a part of them?
I've never been asked this question before. Am I a victim of their pranks?
Exactly.
You mean the farting? The picking up and shaking? I'm just talking about Jared now. No, they're really remarkably kind to me. And they torture Misha. I mean, they absolutely torture Misha.
Oh, poor Cass.
They make Misha's life hell. They didn't just pie him. You know, Jensen hit Misha with a pie, beautifully timed. Jared hit him with a pie that was with sufficient force to push Misha's head through the side of the building. Sometimes Jared reminds me of the Tick. I expect him to turn around and say, spoon! Unfortunately, that probably makes me Arthur, so. Not in the face. Do they play pranks? Yeah. What? They're afraid of me? No, they just think, no. Jared picks me up at will and shakes me. It's ridiculous. He is so strong. You have no idea how strong he is. 10 feet taller than me.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Missy. I'm only short on Supernatural. Danielle, Jensen's wife, has a great story, which is when she's saying, oh yeah, my husband's on Supernatural. And they go, which one is he, the tall one or the short one? I think he's like 6'1", 6'2". So yeah, the short one. And then I joined the show, and it's like, is he the tiny one? I think his head has his own zip code. He's up there. He's ahead of the class. Do they play pranks? You see it on the reel. They film everything. Anytime we do anything mean to anybody, we make sure somebody's filming it. That's just the way we do. We work hard and we play hard. And it's a fantastic place to be. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
What am I doing answering questions? It's not what I'm supposed to be doing. What? I'm going to be over on this clip for a while. Discuss with your friends behind you why I won't be coming back this week. Too soon? I mean, what? Hey!
My name's Mark too.
Your name's Mark too?
Yeah.
It's not a very good name. I mean, your parents didn't like the idea that it was just a Mark, they call you Mark too. Were they watching me at the time? No. We know there's going to be a Mark, but we're going to make you Mark too. And it should be Mark as well, actually. So, Mark.
My question is, now that Drake Pelly's taken over as the doctor, would you be interested in coming back on after yours?
Would I be interested in being on one of the coolest shows in the history of the universe? Playing with some of the greatest actors that have ever come out of anywhere in Britain and everywhere else. Would I be interested in doing that again? Nah. Nah, leave them alone. It's a fantastic thing. The Who thing was the greatest blessing you could possibly imagine. It was the nicest, most amazing group of people. I got a phone call and it was like, you want to be on Doctor Who? I'm like, what? I'm trying to work out a dignified way of getting back on the stage, trust me. I'm going this way. I might never come back, so hold on. Do you think they've gone yet? I just waved them out, I don't know to go. So I'm not off them, they're asking really silly questions. Yeah, we really like that, but we really like you. But what's it like working with Sheppard and Jensen? No, I can't do that. I just have to be polite. I have to do this. After the restraining orders, I have to do this. Sorry. Hey, good to see you guys. One day, people got up in the line and they said, Mark, we really like you, it's really wonderful. But what's it like working with Sheppard and Jensen? For the 6,000th time. I'm like, you know what? Nobody ever goes to them and asks them what it's like working with me. Next day, you two, there's the line. And hey, Sheppard and Jensen, we really like you. What's it like working with Mark Sheppard? And they looked at each other and went, short. So much fun. Oh, head of the class, welcome back. Lost an ear. It's good to be the king.
All right, I'm going to kind of dive away from TV with my question for a bit. You voiced a character. You voiced a character in a game called The Conduit.
Yes.
Named Agent 4.
Yes.
Why weren't you asked back to do the second game?
I don't know.
Well, it sucked.
They didn't like me. No, actually they didn't. It was just, it's like all things that happen like this, all the weird stuff, it's always something to do with schedule or somebody working and stuff having to be done. But they were amazing people. Do you know why that was so much fun to do? Because I not only got to work on The Conduit, I also got to work with the people that created it. I got to work on the first decent first-person shooter for the Wii. To go work with Nintendo, to go work with Sega, to go work with High Voltage, who wrote the software, and learn what it is to bring a game through full development. Go take it on tour. I was actually at E3, I was demonstrating the game at the Nintendo booth, the Sega booth, and the High Voltage booth. I went and did all the press tour with them, which is like the weirdest thing to do, and it was the most amazing experience. Because I love games. So much so they gave me a red box developer's Wii to play with, and I used to have all sorts of fun games. I had to give it back. Well, you're not allowed to own them. They're going to give you like a hard drive. Play games. So it is a perk of what I do that I get to do that stuff. Stuff we used to get in trouble for. Like I've said this before. There's people here have heard me speak before, and most of what I say is on the internet. And I don't like to repeat myself, but there are some things which are absolutely true. I'm marveling at the fact that 20 years ago you'd have been beaten up for wearing that, and I'm not kidding. Because that green doesn't... No. I mean, dead seriously for a second. I think it is the most fantastic thing that I can come to Phoenix. The same as if I go to San Diego or I go anywhere else in the world. I can go to Eastern Europe, or just in Eastern Europe, and go any of these places. And you guys are wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're wearing your fandom on your sleeve. You guys are wearing what you love. What you love. What? You okay? Can we help you? Is there anything we can do? Okay, just making sure you're okay. You look like you're in a little discomfort. Sorry, I was just trying to be nice. I won't bother next time. Die! I would feel so bad. That's the sickest conversation I've had about you. Thank you for that, I really appreciate it. just think it's fantastic. I think the shit that we used to get beaten up for at school, the stuff that nobody would ever give us a job to do, you used to have to work in a video store if you cared about watching stuff that wasn't mainstream or whatever. You had to find a way of getting what you got. Now we have the internet, now we have all these things. Now we are a monetized asset. Now they're actually pandering to us.
Damn straight.
It's cool to have different colored hair. When I was 12 and I had orange hair, it wasn't cool. It was like, what the hell is that? And that's the thing, and I love that, and I love that about these galleries. I told you these things before. I work in a medium where I came from live music and live theatre, and it's my love to have an audience, to interact with another human being, somebody breathing in and out. It's just the greatest thing to do, right? The interaction, not to do. Depends who it is, I guess. That was an easy shot. What it is, no, seriously, it's the most fantastic thing about it is that I travel the world and I get to interact with an audience that I did not get to interact when we were making the television show. We made the television show, and there's 150 of our friends there, and we do everything we can, we put it all together, we make it the best we can possibly make it. Everybody puts every ounce of love that they can put into this, to make this work. And we give it to our post-production people, and they put all their love and hope and fix it and make it better, and then they add music to it, and they try to make it the greatest thing, just so that you'll turn the damn thing on and go, every now and then. And that's all we're looking for. All we're looking for is that you get as excited about it as we did making it. That's what we're looking for. It's not a cynical thing, it's a love thing. We love it with our whole hearts. Wouldn't do it if we didn't. That's the truth. And then, but we don't have you. When I did Battlestar, we would have screening parties. The show, who here hasn't seen Battlestar Galactica?
That includes me.
So people just shut up. We're all fans in here. We don't rag on other people. You don't spoil anything. I'll take you outside and kill you if you spoil it. Don't do that. But you will see it. You know why you'll see it? Because it's a piece of science fiction that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's very few of those, trust me. So it's a fantastic piece of work. Not just because I'm in it, I do rather well in it. It was a fantastic piece of work before I was in it, and it's a fantastic piece of work 25 years from now. It's a brilliant piece of television. Well worth watching. It's like watching the West Wing. It's more interesting than most.
Yeah.
So, we do our stuff. We used to have screening parties, and we used to watch it. You watch it with an audience, and it was just the most amazing thing to hear oohs and ahs and gasps. You know, I've seen Galactica dropped into atmosphere on a screen, and the sound was immense, and every single person in the theatre was like, it was the most incredible shared experience. Those are the things that it used to be going to the cinema when I was a boy, when I was little, the last Saturday morning cinema, those things. And now we're on TV, and you turn it on. Well, you guys don't, you just steal it from the internet. Too soon again?
No.
And you buy the DVDs and you do the rest of that. I know. So, but here's the thing, is we're not there with you to share that experience. And the greatest joy that I have is that I get to come here and I get to share that experience sort of postpartum. Do you know what I mean? Better phrases for me to use, but you know what I'm saying? That it's after we've given it up, and to have that love come back to us at this level is the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I thank you so much for that.
We love you, Mark!
A lot of things in life are done with cynicism. A lot of things are created with cynicism. A lot of things are created on the back of other things. Something beautiful is made and then everybody copies it. Right? And we're different. We're a different audience than the audience used to be. We're like the audience in the 40s. You go if you want to. We watch it if we want to watch it. We don't watch it because they make us. We've got more than 3 channels.
Yep.
You know? We choose. We vote with our feet and our money. Right? And we're a powerful lobby. And if you keep fighting for the stuff that you love, they'll make better stuff. That's what I believe. And I think you are just as important. I'm part of you, and you are just as important. We are just as important in this land of commerce as any other decision that's out there. Will they like it? That's what they're afraid of now. Will they like it? It's brilliant. It's a great time to be in TV. What was the question again? Oh, that one? Yeah. Sorry guys, I ramble, but it's fun.
So I was just wondering.
I love how you started a sentence with "so." I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Go on. You're wondering what?
I was wondering when you were cast as Badger on Firefly, did you think you were going to have the experience you had with the cast and crew on the show?
That's a brilliant question. That is the best phrased question I've ever heard on that subject. Brilliantly good question. Brilliantly good question. Am I going to answer it?
Do it.
Okay, fine. No, I didn't. No, I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be that cool. I didn't know those people were going to be that wonderful. I didn't know that Nathan Fillion was going to make me sandwiches and ask me how I was doing.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic human being. Those people were so immensely loving. But I've had that the whole way through. It's amazing. The stuff that I really love to do, the stuff that sort of called my name, do this, you're going to love it. You know? Battlestar? Firefly? I mean, Supernatural? Doctor Who? These people are just magical. These are people who love their work, who love to work. And what better thing to do in life than have a job that you love doing? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm blessed. You're right, I didn't expect it. I had no idea that they were that cool. I went in trying to be all like, you know, see how important I am. And they were just kind and loving and fun and wonderful. You do know that originally Joss wanted to play Badger. So when I met Joss, he had a beard. He was very rough. I was like, something wrong with him? Has he been out drinking too late? And it was just very odd. I couldn't work out why he was giving me, he was really on what I was doing. And then Adam Baldwin, who I'd known for years and years and years and years and years and years, great man, said, you know, he wrote it for himself. That's why he's riding me hard like a pony. But I think it came out beautifully. The reason why we miss Firefly so much, you want to know the reason why we miss Firefly so much? Because it was stolen from us. It didn't get, you know, there was no reason to take it away. It got taken away as a product of its time. If it was out now, can you imagine? What if it came out like 3 years ago? A totally different climate. If it came out on cable, if it came out on AMC, or it came out on a channel like that, fascinating. So we can hope, you know, we keep building this stuff, and the geeks have inherited the earth. We're safe. Hiya.
Hi.
Nice hat.
Thank you.
You're going to ask me a Cinderella Who Love question?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I was wondering what your favorite parts and least favorite parts about playing Crowley are.
Favorite parts? You got head down. What's not to love doing? I get to be rude, obnoxious, kill people, to say stuff that nobody should be allowed to say to anybody. No one in history tortures me, tortured like you'll be tortured with. I almost peed myself when I heard that. I was like, are you kidding me? I had to work out how to make it make sense without being disgusted at the fact that the sentence ends with a preposition. Because that would bug Crowley. What bugs Crowley is like, no one, you know, he's saying something and he's going out and he ends with a preposition and it's like, no one in history tortured me, that'd be torture like the torture you've been tortured with. Torture. With. Torture. With. You know what I mean. which echoes back to Dean in season 5 in the first episode I was in, where he goes, when I said, how about you don't miss morons? And he goes, you're the moron. It's the fun thing, you know, hearing things for the first time. Sorry, did you have a question?
Your favorite and least favorite parts about being Crowley?
No. That wasn't it. What was it about? It was something nice. Something made me feel good. I don't know what it was. I was talking about me, wasn't I? My favorite. Come on, dialogue's fantastic. Think about all the dialogue. Think about all the delicious things I get to say. I get to blow a pinwheel while I'm torturing somebody. It's insane. It's insane. The wonderful, one of our props department, Robin, our on-set props, who also does our off-camera dialogue for us, and she's brilliant at it. I love her dearly. It's like, I have this for you. Oh, that's brilliant. And then you can't stop. And there's poor Osric sitting in the chair going, ugh. That's how I show love. How do you know she's dead? I love that stuff. I mean, there's so much fun stuff to say. I mean, do you like the stuff that's going on between Dean and Crowley, yes?
Yeah!
But you don't like the end of season 9, do you?
No!
A divided house. I love it. I love it. Who here has not seen the finale?
Oh, quite a few people. Oh boy. Spoiler alert.
Rule number 712 of science fiction. You don't go down to the pub if you don't want to know what the score is. That's one of the other. Favorite parts? That's favorite parts. Least favorite parts? Shake. The sore neck. I used to be a tall actor. Thank you. Next.
Okay, so, oh, right.
I'm sorry, with that face, you just said okay as an opening line. It's brilliant. Okay. I went, yes, okay.
So
I love it. Absolutely love it.
What?
What?
Your favorite episode of Supernatural to film, and what is your least favorite episode to film? And please. What is your favorite episode to film, and what's your favorite episode to watch, and why?
To watch has to be The French Mistake. I've always been pissed that I'm not in it, because I should have been in it. Yes. But I wasn't. So, and my favourite one to film, I think, thus far has been the end of season 8. The end of season 8 was a magical thing for us. It was just an amazing time. We shot, thanks to the producers, we shot that mostly in sequence. Meaning, I mean, you know, you have to shoot, when you do a TV show, you have to shoot economically. So if you're going to be in that room in scene 1 and scene 27, you have to shoot that all in one day. You know, you can't just go there and then come back and go and come back. It costs too much money. So you have to plan out what you're doing. And what they did was they planned out 3 days in that church, which was built on set. The exterior was built in the middle of nowhere. The interior was built on stage. So the interior is wet leaves and dirt, and it just has that feel to it. It's actually indoors. It's like somebody went into your living room and put leaves in it and soaks them down every hour. It's like the most amazing place. And we lived in there for 3 days. So we did all the Abaddon scenes, all the stuff, all the girls part, all the me singing changes, all the weird stuff. And we did it in order, which made it beautiful. So the build worked. And I have to tell you, that crew is the greatest crew I've ever worked with for one reason. They supported us through every moment of what we did. They made it easy and effortless for us to hit those highs that we were trying to hit. The other actors, Jensen was off camera, meaning he's not actually being filmed. Off camera with me for 6 hours doing his stuff, and he never let the intensity up. and it became one of my favourite things I've ever done. I think it was a really, really cool, all of us. There wasn't anybody in that last section that wasn't amazing. And it was just, we felt like we were walking in the same direction, and it was such an honour to do that. Thank you.
Woo!
I never answered questions. What's wrong with you? That's for the heat. Hello. Hello.
Now, is there any...
That's you and me. Sad, is it? You in selfies? Yes, come on. So,
is there any way you can try and get Osric back? And?
I don't want to, he's annoying.
And have you been watching Kate Mulgrew on Orange is the New Black?
Oh. She's actually really good in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, she's really good.
It's a great show. It's a really good show. I don't have as much time to watch it, so I play catch up way late. And every time I catch up, it feels really good.
Just like that today.
Very cool season. Yes. It was because all the promos are out, all the discs are out for Emmy consideration. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. Also bring Osric back? Why? You like Kevin?
Yeah!
Doesn't sound like you're particularly sure. You like Kevin?
Yeah!
Crowley and Kevin.
Crowley and Kevin? City of the Dream? Nah.
Aww.
He doesn't kiss as well as Bobby. That's the same. Bobby is too. I really should.
But just working with...
Listen, if I knew that Osric was or wasn't coming back, would I tell you?
No.
Next question. Come on. Faster. You can stand up if you want to.
At least you're taller than me.
Hi.
Hi. So, if you had control of the supernatural and everything
Like I have control of you right now.
that went with it, how would you end it, the final episode, with directing and producing and everything? How would you have that end?
Oh.
Interesting.
Ooh.
The way it should be, with Crowley in a bath, listening to Norwegian death metal. The angel dude. There's one here. It's like that. See, this whole thing, there's nothing for me. Baby in a trench coat. I mean, really? How you doing?
Alright.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Love the glasses.
Thank you. I swear. Alright. So what's it like working? No.
Also the smartest fandom in the world.
I'm a smart aleck, you know.
Oh!
Alright, well, you often play a villain as much.
Never played a villain.
Don't give me that.
Did we have a date? Don't give me that. Holy crap! I've got shivers down my back.
Wow.
You are a woman. You should know that by now.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to answer the question, but can I ask it?
Sure.
Alright. So, as far as I know,
Hold on. Go on.
you're often a villain.
Never been a villain. This is something into every date I've ever been on. Is this good for you?
So.
That didn't say anything. Sorry.
Excuse me?
Nothing. don't think you have any power.
So, do you have a particular attraction to playing evil or nasty characters?
Excuse me?
Is it anything to do with your accent?
So at 6 p.m. today, in booth 1, I will be doing any of the photo ops that anybody has missed. Please show up. Saturday, 5:30, I'll do a second one too in photo booth 2. So if you haven't hit your photo ops, come find me and do that. So I've had some people who were miserable and didn't get a photo op. So I said, can you open it up again? And if you want, come find me. I got a 6 p.m. in booth 1, and tomorrow I'll have a 5:30 in booth 2, okay? You still here? It's like every date I ever had. Just not me. I've never played villains. I have played people with diametrically opposed morals, different perceptions of ideas. I usually play one of the two things that I love to play. You know the two things I love to play are? Okay. Sarcasm. We really have dated. Two things that I believe are worth playing is I either want to play the man who sells out the mission before they've even left the planet. Right? Dr. Zachary Smith in Lost in Space, the guy that screws them before they started. William H. Macy in Fargo. He's screwed before he starts, and you just know it's never going to get better, and it's always going to be that. Dr. Gaius Baltar, from the beginning. Great roles, brilliant roles to play, right? Guys that